Good morning, ladies and gents. Today we do a really horrible job that I don't like doing, but we're going to be doing the brakes. Apparently my car just locked itself. The brakes on the Nissan 370Z. So today we've got brake rotors, brake pads, because these have gone down quite a lot. The last ones that I bought were EBC, I can't remember that. I think they were yellow stuff pads, and then these were like the USR Ultimax discs, but there's a bit of a lip. I mean, there's quite a big lip, to be fair, but these have lasted a really long time. They've lasted approximately about 3 years, which is really good, because for all those that don't know, and yes, you can all shit on me for it, this is an auto, which means you do a lot more braking than you would normally do. Fucking bloody car keeps locking itself. So they've actually lasted a really long time. I couldn't get EBC stuff again, which was a bit annoying. There seems to be like some kind of shortage, apparently. So I got these, and I'm actually quite impressed. These are Mintex, and I mean, I'm reasonably impressed, to be fair. The rears actually look a bit better than these. They seem to have a black coating here, because these are the fronts. And I don't normally like going for anything with this, with the sort of dimpling in it, because it causes a heat differential, temperature differential, can cause cracking, but these were the only ones I could buy. So pretty annoying, but hopefully these will do for the time being anyway. So let's jack up the car, take the wheel off and start changing the brakes. Right, ladies and gents, so wheels up, well, wheels off, car's up. You have to excuse the jackass with his bloody lawnmower. That's one of the Karens that lives near us, who is an absolute Karen. So this is the Akebono brake disc caliper. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. This is the caliper. This is the disc. So you need to remove the cotter pins, slide the locating rods out. This pad, this sort of metal clip will pop back out. You'll then be able to remove each pad. So these are the yellow stuff pads. Just as a quick one, like my thoughts on these, fine, kick up a lot of shit, like a lot of shit. So I wouldn't recommend them for street driving, to be fair, if you want to keep your car nice and clean. Don't think it's worth it. And then you can remove them. And then what I like to do, and obviously bonnet's open, brake fluid reservoir is open as well. Then what I like to do is use the old rotor, which you can see is really scored actually. So I did need to change these quite pronto. And that lip is huge, which you can't, oh, you can sort of see it, yeah. And then what I like to do is use the old rotor to put the new pads in. So let's time lapse that now. Oh, I've done it. That was really, really tough. Nick's come out to help now as well, because he's doing some Skyline stuff. There'll be a video on that. This was really, really hard. These pins are very corroded, so we're just going to wire wheel them down. But also, like I was saying, just so much brake dust. So much brake dust came off these pads, so I don't recommend that. I mean, you can see it, just all this build up. It's just crap. So we're going to get these out now, wire wheel this down, and go from there.
I'm actually recording.
Oh yeah.
So you join us from 1819. Could you just face the camera for a sec though, Nate? Just
1819.
1819. You know, when locomotives existed, because you're covered in.
Lost the carpet. You
got a smudgy face.
Have I got stuff on my face?
You got a smudgy face.
You fucking didn't tell me that. Anyway, whatever. This was an absolute nightmare, wasn't it, Nick?
It wasn't fun to. Well, I couldn't help too much. It was a bit of an awkward shape. It wasn't fun to watch. No.
No. It was a nightmare, and it's all because of corrosion and you know, fairly simple stuff, to be honest. Just a complete build-up, which I really do put down to these yellow stuff pads. Now, it is important to note that these are really good. Like, they have been really, really good, but they kick up a lot of shit. Like, my wheels are constantly dirty. You can see the build-up on it, or you could have anyway.
Look at your hands.
Yeah, no. And you know, it's just as well we changed them, or I'm changing them, because there really isn't that much life left on them. So what I've done, I used the old pads to wedge against the old rotor to push the pistons back in. Done that. New pads are in, all copper greased up. Now what I'm going to do is remove the caliper and quickly chuck a cleaned, ready to go rotor on. Put the caliper back on, and then that's one side done. I'm apparently my fucking pump. What is it doing? That's the alarm. What is? It's dying. It's just gone. I tell you, I'm done. I'm done. You've wrecked the engine. Kill yourself, basically, is what it's saying. Oh my god. Anyway,
That was a funny noise.
it was really weird. So I am pretty annoyed because I've knocked a bunch of paint off, and I was quite pleased with this paint job, to be honest. But never mind, I'll probably have to send them off eventually, get them actually done professionally. Yep. But never mind, for now, that's that done. Now we just do time lapse of taking the caliper off, changing, putting that new one on, show them the disc. The disc is great. I'm quite pleased with that. I did show them actually, in fairness.
Shiny.
Pretty boring, don't need to see that.
Just going to point at it. This is a disc.
Anyway, so yeah, just going to time lapse now and put the new disc on. Right, so that's that one done. Really, really happy with that. Wasn't too bad. Almost took Nick's fingers apart. Didn't we, Nick?
I'm down here now.
Jesus. But we almost tore your fingers up by accident, didn't we? Whilst wire wheeling.
Yeah, it was a bit dodgy that one. But
What?
we ripped the glove off, so gloves are important.
They really are. So we wire wheeled the hub down, which you need to do before copper grease in the inside of the disc, the rotor, because if you don't do that, then it will seize on. So that's all on now. I need to move my car because I need to angle it because I won't be able to fit the jack on this side otherwise. So I'm just going to do that, do the other side. I'm not going to show you that because it's the same process, but then we'll meet up with you once we've done both sides and start doing the rears because they are a little bit different.
We're on the other side. Oh, that looks good. The fact that it's all apart.
I know.
And that does not look good. Just in case any of you are worried, that's a rubber mallet, so Nate's not going to do any damage to anything else.
No. The pistons are just a little bit too far out because obviously
They were so worn. Yeah.
if you allow them to wear down so much, the pistons keep coming and coming.
And what he means by
out.
pistons is in there are a couple of, ooh, that was too zoomy. I've got rubber gloves on. Yeah, a couple of little circles. And that's when people say 2-pot, 3-pot, sorry, not 3, 4-pot, 6-pot calipers, is how many pistons are in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, just fighting them at the moment. We're getting there.
Right, so I feel crap on my face. Done the fronts, both side, looking all right, not too bad. Now what we're going to be doing is the rears. Jack up the car, got to undo the handbrake because the handbrake holds the handbrake holds in the sort of inner part of the disc, the drum part. So you need to remove that and then start exactly the same process over again, basically.
It's quite fun.
Bloody cars coming past immediately. Oh, at the moment we start recording, cars.
Yeah, you're getting a bit big.
Could you get in Get in the frame. Right, anyway. Done the brakes. Actually, not bad. Bit of a pain, but not bad. And I am quite impressed with the quality.
The new discs.
Yeah, they're not bad.
No, they're great.
But I did say in the video, I don't like the dimpling because of the heat. You know about the heat differential that it causes and the cracking and stuff like that. You know, sure, if you like it, whatever. It's more of an aesthetic thing, but in terms of performance, it's not the best.
Although this is a performance car, you say it a lot, but it is worth mentioning. It is your daily driver. So
yeah, it is.
You have
I mean, it is my
effectively
daily
put
driver.
Daily driver brakes on it. You're not taking it on a track. It's just
No.
something that's safe. And any brakes
Well,
are
it's still-
safer than those brakes that you had on it already.
Yeah, they were really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
Which is no surprise that braking was so bad. But they lasted 3 years, pretty bloody good going, to be fair. But I am really, really glad to have changed from the yellow stuff pads from EBC, because as you can tell from my face, just
Have you been fake tanning?
so much crap. Yeah, I have. Yeah,
that what this is?
with brake dust. Yeah. But there was more. I mean, I've cleaned my hands loads, so glad to have changed from them. They're a nightmare. Hopefully these ones won't be that good either. They're Mintex pads. They're not that good.
I think I've had them ages ago on an old car. And
They
they're
were on the
fine.
Subaru. They were fine, but I
Oh,
don't know how much dust they're going to kick up. So I don't know whether they're going to be better than the yellow stuff pads for dust, but we'll see. But thanks so much for watching, guys. We've got more content on the Z coming up. We've got more content on the R33 project. Don't know which one's going to come out first. It might be his video first, then mine. And then we've got some stuff on the Pulsar coming up, although it's dead, because it is. We've still got some stuff coming up on it. So thanks so much for watching. Follow us on Instagram. Do all of the usual Patreon stuff. It's in the description box.
Just do things.
Just do stuff.
Can't be bothered saying it anymore. Just,
Whatever, it's fine.
Hi.
Now, if you do want to support us, please do. Patrons in the description box. You get your name at the end of each video, and you do when we record in time, because again, these videos do take time, and sometimes we don't have the money or the availability to do it. That's why we're doing Patreon. They actually go up on Patreon first, so sometimes you will get to see them first. Thanks so much. Take care.
Love you. Bye.